Hey guys, so I'm in my dining room. Apologize for the baby wipes and random stuff on my dining room table. But I have here the limited edition 40K box set that I just wanted to show you guys and walk you through. This is a pretty nifty cardboard box. Let me stand up. So I kind of like this. Usually the stuff from Black Library, if it's a limited edition book, comes in just one little brown box. This was double boxed, so this box was in another big box filled with those air bubble things. So it kept it pretty safe and didn't get dinged that much. It's a minor bend here, but that might have been in the packaging process. Got this cool picture on the front. I'm assuming is some sort of psyker, or maybe symbolizes the Astronomicon. I'm not really sure, but anyway. So as you can tell, I'm very bad at repackaging stuff. This is the black paper that covered the rule book. So there's a Citadel vault. So you guys can see that. Focus. There you go. Citadel vault. There's a sticker. This black paper typically comes on Black Library stuff that's limited edition. They'll wrap up in that. Let me take this out for you. This thing's a beast, by the way. It's like gotta be 30 pounds. It's like hard to do with one hand. Doing this on an iPhone, which I shouldn't be, but I'm lazy and don't feel like busting out my camera. One second. So here we are. So it's here. So I'm always a little wary with this stuff because I actually have the limited edition 7th edition rulebook and the limited edition Apocalypse rulebook, and sometimes these cases are ripped because it's really just hard paper stock. I mean, it's got that kind of soft rubber feel, but at the end of the day, it's just paper. So I'm always wary about ripping or like little rips on the edge. I'm kind of anal about that kind of stuff. I want it to be perfect. So I'm probably going to save this brown box to store it so it doesn't get dinged up. Right? But anyway, let's open it up. So you got this nice front cover. Alright. I'm always very delicate with this because my 8th edition, my 7th edition rulebook, I actually opened it too fast. Ended up ripping a little bit here. That's why I'm always a little paranoid. But anyway, so you got the front cover of the actual rule book. This here folds down to make it easy to take out. And you've got the rule book here. See that white dwarf there. So you've got the rule book, this cool metallic inlay here, and on the back, typical grimdark 40K saying, right? Thought this was interesting. When you open up the inside of the book, you've got what looks like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that right there looks like it could be Sanguinius, which is like, I'm sure all Blood Angels fans are like, oh my god, freaking out. All the paper on this book is glossed on the, I don't know what they call that when they do that, but it's like a metallic black. They did that with the limited edition Dark Imperium book also. So this is just the rules, blah blah blah. Rule book, same. Other than that, it's the same. I don't think there's anything different on the inside. What we got here? This book here, The wasteland of lost souls is filled with the anguished cries of heretics and traitors. Gotta love it. What do we got here? Not really sure what that is. Alright. See if there's any other Easter eggs that might be in here. You never know. GW's Swift. This actually is interesting. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this chaplain here looks like he might have Primaris armor. No, sorry. This right here. See this leg? He might be a Primaris chaplain, which is interesting because these all look like Primaris Marines. I mean, they all look very similar, but they all conveniently do not have helmets on. Oh, wait, no, there's a helmet. No, that looks like a typical Space Marine, but anyway. So, this is like an art book. Looks like all the famous art from all the other rule books. Some interesting stuff here. I'm gonna have to go through this and see if they snuck in anything new. That's Games Workshop for you. They love Easter eggs. Look at the inside cover here. It's the same. Okay. Alright, next, so that's an art book. That's cool. And it's all with this very soft paper stock. It's like a rubbery feel. Alright. What we got here? Oh, sorry for the light, guys. It's a little bright. Let's see if I can. So, this is hard to see because it's all white actually. But let me take out the what's in here. So we have a map poster. Probably open that up another time, but it looks like it's a map. I'm going to check it out and see if there's any other Easter eggs, but it's going to be hard for you guys to make out on this, but I'll look through it. If I find anything interesting, I'll let you guys know. Put it on the forums. This looks like a signed print by Paul Dayton, Primaris Intercessor. Signed. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And this is obviously a Plague Marine. Also, Paul Dayton, 2016. Signed. Pretty cool. I love this kind of crap. This is the kind of stuff I like. I'm a bit of a completionist, and I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the price for this set, I did get a little sticker shock. I think the other limited edition rule books were around $200, I want to say. So this was more than double, which is, I don't know, not really sure stuff. This is worth it, but that's why I'm doing the video, right? So that's what we got here. Okay, so this is another box. Okay. Very delicate with these cardboard things here. That's all I need is to rip this. I will have a conniption. Move this over. Let's do it like this. Okay, open this back way up. Boom. Don't want to give it any unnecessary stress. So these little tokens here, they all say the same thing. Let your armor be hate, and then the number. And these are obviously objective markers. And this is actually my favorite part here. This is what I'm really going to use. And this is the mini rule book. This is the bee's knees. Love mini rule books. Not that you really need it in 8th edition, but oh, and it has the same artwork. Cool. So it looks like it's just the rules. Yeah. So core rules. But it's going to have all the advanced rules too. I'm looking forward to playing the multiplayer. Got some buddies of mine who play four-player game, but they have the Cities of Death, and this is all in the regular rulebook too, but miniaturized. This also has the black paper on the side. Very cool. All right. Negotiation is surrender. Typical, slightly cheesy GW lingo. This is cool. This is going to get some usage. So this is 2 inches, 3 inches, and 1/2 inch. Pretty cool. This will be useful. So I'm going to take this out. These are those servo skulls. Pretty cool. So I guess you can use these for command points. I don't know how much use. I'll keep them in my accessory box. Maybe I'll use them. They are pretty cool. Well, I'll put it away later. Okay. Tactical objective cards. So that's the last thing. Oh, okay. So it's also got that black metallic sheen. I'm definitely going to put some covers on these. Now these are surprisingly thin. I was hoping they'd be a little bit thicker, but they're pretty cool. Metallic. Alright. So that's pretty much it. These are the tactical objective cards. Overall, I'm very happy with the set. I am a total GW fanboy, so it takes quite a bit for me to be not happy with what GW puts out. So was it worth the money? To me, yes. It was more than I wanted to spend on this, definitely, but you're getting the mini rulebook. One second. So I'm sorry about that. So was it worth it? Let's do the math. Normally, what are these, like 20 bucks? Let's just call these another 20 bucks. 15 bucks, 65 bucks. Just the box, whatever. It's this expensive card stock, 2 boxes. You're gonna have another 30 bucks. Let's just call it 100 bucks just for that, right? Mini rulebook, hardcover. You could sell this to someone for $60, hands down. Sign autograph prints and map, about another 50 bucks. That's $200 right there. Your art book, you can sell this for 80 bucks all day long. So it's 280, and then you get the rule book, fancy rule book. So let's say this was 120 bucks. I mean, It doesn't compute 100%. I would say the asking price for this should have been about $350 to $375. But I'm a fanboy and whatever. I mean, it's one of those things like I couldn't have the other collector's editions and not have this one. At first gut reaction was like, screw it, no way am I buying this, it's too expensive. But I caved, and I'm overall pretty happy with it. Oh yeah, and I can't forget this thing. So this is hard metal. So I mean, I can understand why it costs that much. I'm sure they're still making a killing on it, but it is what it is. Nobody said this hobby was cheap, boys. Talk to you later. Bye. So, I'm sorry about that. So, was it worth it? Let's do the math. Normally, what are these, like 20 bucks? Let's just call these another 20 bucks. 15 bucks, 65 bucks. Just the box, whatever. It's this expensive cardstock, 2 boxes. You're gonna have another 30 bucks. Let's just call it 100 bucks just for that, right? Mini rulebook, hardcover. You could sell this to someone for $60, hands down. Sign autograph prints and map, about another 50 bucks. That's $200 right there. Your art book, you can sell this for 80 bucks all day long. So it's 280. And then you get the rule book, fancy rule book. So let's say this was 120 bucks. I mean, it doesn't compute 100%. I would say the asking price for this should have been about $350 to $375. But I'm a fanboy and whatever. I mean, it's one of those things like I couldn't have the other collector's editions and not have this one. At first gut reaction was like, screw it, no way am I buying this, it's too expensive. But I caved, and I'm overall pretty happy with it. Oh yeah, and I can't forget this thing. So this is hard metal. So I mean, I can understand why it costs that much. I'm sure they're still making a killing on it, but it is what it is. Nobody said this hobby was cheap, boys. Talk to you later. Bye.